Welcome back, everyone. Here we are on this week's edition of What's Trending, where we are with our three Sunrise panelists. We have Natasha Herzig, Jay Walker, and Martha Guzman. Thank you all for joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning, you all. All right, so we have two topics this week that are local, which is pretty good. So we're going to jump into the first one right now, which was the gun scare at 3 Yuma schools, forcing them on a lockdown this week. Now, this happened on Tuesday, and as you can see right there, the children were coming out with their hands behind their head. This is part of their procedure to evacuate them. And Yuma police responded along with Border Patrol and the Yuma County Sheriff's Office. What happened is a student had reported seeing another student on campus with a handgun and then reported that to a faculty member, and they then called the police, and that's when this whole lockdown happened. So there was a lot of parents waiting outside on the streets, waiting for their kids to be released. And, you know, a lot of parents were complaining that this was unorganized, that there was a lot of communication with them from the schools. So my question to you all is, do you think the school and law enforcement took necessary procedures to keep the students safe? And if they didn't, what do you think they should do?
Well, if you don't have a child in one of the schools, it's kind of hard because you weren't in the know. Mm-hmm. You weren't there. You weren't the ones getting those text messages or phone calls or whatever. So what I did, I was actually at work, and one of my cooks, we were on the line, and he had a phone call, and he walked off, and one of his children were in the school. And so last night when I was looking over some of the topics that we were going to talk about today, I actually called him up, and I said, tell me, you were a parent, you were there, what was it? And he said it was outstanding from every second. Every second they were immediately notified. They were constantly getting updates, and not through an automated system. He didn't care if it was automated or a real person. He was getting updates about his children and where they were going, what they were doing. And so the only really thing I can comment on this is what I saw from somebody I personally work with. He said it was an outstanding job, and for me, I think good job from the child on up, because the child saw it, recognized the problem, went to a teacher. That teacher went to the right building. I think from my end, I think everything went great. I mean, it's a horrible thing, but I think Yuma responded well.
Yeah.
And I would have to say that from the law enforcement standpoint, I think everyone came together, they did what they were supposed to do, and they kept our children safe. You know, they went through the proper procedures. Anytime something like this happens, obviously it raises an opportunity to do things better the next time. In hindsight, you know, the school district has come out to say that they could have notified the parents a little bit better in terms of where the so there was a bit of confusion there, because they do have a texting alert system, but I believe that some of their numbers weren't updated for parents. So there was confusion on that end as to what and where am I supposed to pick up my child. So these are things that they're going to improve the next time around. But I think overall, as Jay mentioned, you have to take these things very seriously. So when a child reports something like this, you have to err on the side of caution. And so he did everything right. Or the student reported, the faculty reported to law enforcement. All law enforcement came together locally to make sure our children, our community is safe. And fortunately, no weapon was found on campus. And so hopefully there's never a next time. But if there is, then hopefully the school district by then will have worked out their issues and have a better notification process for the parents.
All right, Tasha?
Well, I'd have to say that I commend law enforcement and the school for their quick reaction time, because we all know that nowadays schools are becoming a target zone for this type of situation. I think in any type of emergency, communication is vital to the situation, because what happens is with communication comes, it calms the chaos and the masses when you communicate the process. There needs to be better communication, and what it lets everyone know is that there needs to be an emergency plan set in place that parents know of when you first start taking your kids to school, and same as well as with law enforcement. Yeah. But honestly, they did a great job.
Yeah, and I just want to second that. We've been getting a lot of emails, a lot of Facebook posts, a lot of calls from parents. It's just seconding that and saying that the police department did a really good job, that all law enforcement did a really good job out there. And of course, this could have been a bad incident. I mean, had the student not reported it, it could have been another Sandy Hook, and no one wants to see that happen again. So I think they took the necessary precautions, and it was good to see them do that. But coming up next on What's Trending, we're going to be talking about the Grammys, and what they're not allowed to wear this year.
Wow.
Yeah, that's coming up after the break. Welcome back, everyone, to What's Trending. We're going to go ahead and jump into our second topic right now, which is the Sanchez plea bargain. Now, we want to talk about Anthony Sanchez. This was a trial going on in the Imperial Valley. We all remember the infamous YouTube tape right there of him whipping his stepson with a belt. Now, he was an irrigation district director, and he pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor of having a child in custody and putting him in a place where his health may be in danger. And by doing that, the judge dismissed the felony count of corporal injury to a child. He will also be on probation for 3 years and would have to enroll in anger management for 52 weeks and do 50 hours of community service. So he has resigned from his position at the IID. So we just want to ask, I just want to ask you guys, I mean, do you think that justice was served in this whole case?
Go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah, you are the victim's advocate, so we really want to hear what you have to say.
Absolutely not. There is never any reason to ever touch a child unless there's some type of violent situation going on and you need to control them. And if you feel like you can't control yourself, then you need to walk away from the situation. And to me, this person did not get even close to what he deserves. He should never be allowed to still see his stepson. He should never be allowed to ever be around children. He shouldn't be allowed to have children, and he should go away for life. It's absolutely, watching that video, just, the person who took that video should, I mean, I commend him in every way, because without that person being nosy, who would have known what kind of situation could have came from that, how it could have escalated, and how long that had been going on, that poor child suffering like that. It's wrong. And for what? Because he wasn't, I don't know, playing the sport to the best of his ability. I cannot comprehend thinking where this person's mind was at.
Yeah. Now, his defense attorney, Sanchez's defense attorney, says that he has been going to anger management, so he already started that, and he has been visiting the stepson.
I know.
Does that concern you?
Absolutely. It's to think, you know, what it's saying to him is, what you did wasn't that bad. I'm sorry you lost your cool. It's giving him a second chance. And somebody who does things like that, there is no second chances in my book.
All right. Well, Jay, Martha, real fast.
Go ahead, Mark.
Okay, well, you know, does the punishment fit the crime? No, I don't think so. But at the same time, this person was a high-ranking official. He's lost his job. In the court of public opinion, his reputation is ruined for life.
Good.
And yeah, so I'm saying, you know, he didn't get the jail time, but out in the public, you know, that's going to be his punishment. You know, and also he's going through anger management classes. He maybe he should go through them for life, or until he shows. I mean, I do believe that improvements can be made and people can make a change. It takes time and the person has to want it. And, you know, I'm concerned that he does get to see his stepchild. I'm hoping that those are supervised, and I'm not sure what the issue is with that. But overall, I think, yeah, he didn't get the jail time, but in the court of public opinion, I think his reputation is pretty much tarnished for a long time.
Yeah, Jay, real fast.
The bottom line is, I mean, we can go on back and forth, like they're on both good tracks there, but the child now is going to get some counseling. The parent is going to get counseling. Whether that helps that relationship down the road further or not, moving forward, at least we know now that the child is safe or safer, and at least that child can now start growing without having to have these issues in his life.
All right, so you all sounded off on that one. So that was a pretty serious topic. So we're going to move on to a little bit of a lighter, like somewhat lighter topic right here, which is the Grammy dress code that was released this week. Now, this dress code is banning, here we go, we have the list right here. It bans thong-type costumes, bare sides of breasts and buttocks, sheer see-through clothing, and lapel pins promoting anything. So, of course, we've all seen these type of clothing choices at the Grammys. So, I mean, I just have a quick question to you all. Do you guys think, just say yes or no, do you think the celebrities will follow the dress code? Martha?
Yes, for the most part.
Okay.
I think for the most part they will.
All right.
No.
No? You think they're going to do it no matter what?
They should be able to do and wear whatever they want.
Why do you think
true.
that?
It's not their event.
Why do you think that?
Because it's the entertainment industry. That's part of their self-expression, who they are, how they represent themselves, and their persona.
But it's broadcast on national television and children are watching. I think
Then
that they
don't
should be
watch it.
respectful.
Then
I
you
think
don't watch it. You
people at
don't
the
like it, don't look at it, and
The
don't
people
watch
at the Grammys have the rules that say who and what their event is going to be like. If they say, we don't want you wearing this, 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 and this, if you want to be on that show, you better follow their rules. It's their show. It's not your show. Just because you're an entertainer, it's not your show. It's their show. They make the rules.
But without the entertainers, there would be no Grammy.
We'll find out.
But real fast, do you think they're going to deny Lady Gaga at the door if she's wearing something? I mean, it's Lady Gaga.
Yes, I think they should have. If they're any kind of reputation, if they want a reputation that's going to stand behind the rules they make.
Yeah. All right, well, real fast, we want to play a quick game right here, right now. So we have some video we're going to roll, and it's called Too Much or Not. So each of you are going to say if it's too much or not, if we can take that video right now. There's Rihanna last year at the Grammys. Too much or not?
It's not, she's covered.
It's fine.
It's absolutely fine.
Okay, Pink.
Horrible. Get it out of here.
It's a horrible outfit, but she's covered.
Okay.
No, she's not. You wait till you get closer.
Natasha, hurry.
She looks
Pink.
great.
Okay,
it's great.
Lady Gaga.
Fine, she's covered.
She's covered.
Fine.
Okay. Now, the infamous Grammy dress by Jennifer Lopez.
Gorgeous and beautiful.
It's gorgeous and beautiful, but not appropriate according to the rules that they want this year.
Okay.
She's covered.
All right. Oh, and there's Toni Braxton.
I love it.
That's a great dress, but boy, is it inappropriate.
I do not
so
want to.
appropriate.
I don't want to see the butt cheek.
You know what?
Sorry.
I could see.
She's naked.
You know,
There's not even a thong there.
when I start seeing stretch marks in places where I don't want to see stretch marks, that's when I say it's too much. So that was too much for me. All right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here on What's Trending. Thank you guys all for joining us again, and we'll be right back.
Go to your rodeo. Go see the rodeo.
Rodeo. Woo! Yeah, that's right.